Hello everyone, welcome to my video. We were solving the practical questions of accounting equations. Now we will see the another example, another type of question. Okay, this type of question is very common in your exam. So let us try to solve this type of question and also practice them. Okay, see if the capital of a business is 3 lakh, liabilities are 50,000, loss is 70,000. Calculate the total assets of the business. First of all, what is the accounting equation? Formula: assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. Fine. So what we have to find here? Total assets. Okay, what is given? Capital. Capital is how much? 3 lakh. What are the liabilities? 50,000. Okay. We have learned whatever the expenses or income will occur, we will add and subtract with the capital. So this 70,000 loss will be subtracted from the capital. Okay. Fine. So what will be the total assets? Tell me. 50,000 plus 2,30,000. Okay. So what will be the right answer? 2,80,000. Fine. This is the criteria to find assets. Okay. Now we will see the next example. See, total assets is equal to 1,30,000. Fine. Net worth is equal to 80,000. Fine. Now we have to calculate creditors. What is creditors? See, net worth is also known as capital or owner's equity. Okay. So how we will solve? See again, assets is equal to liability plus capital. Okay. So liability is creditor. Okay. So creditor is the liability. So creditor plus capital. So what is capital? 80,000. What is assets? 1,30,000. So just bring this creditor this side. Creditor equal to 1,30,000 minus 80,000. Okay. This is plus, so minus. Straight equal minus. So minus will cut down. Okay. So this will plus, this is minus. What drag? So creditor is 50,000. Fine. Answer. So these are the short type questions. You have to just focus on the mathematical expression, that is as it is equal to liability plus capital. These type of questions are very common in examination. Okay. The next illustration is, see, A commenced a business with opening capital of rupees 30,000. Fine. Okay. Opening capital means 1st April Okay, on 31st March, assets were 50,000 and liabilities were 10,000. We have to find closing capital and profit. Okay, so see, we know the financial year starts from 1st April and ends on 31st March, right? So what it is saying, see, on 31st March, asset stands 50,000, liability stands 10,000, okay? So, assets is equal to 50,000 and liability is 10,000. We know the accounting equation, asset is equal to liability plus capital. Okay, so asset minus liability is equal to capital. This can also be another formula. Okay, so what is assets here? Asset is 50,000, liability is 10,000. So the capital, that is closing capital. Closing capital will be 40,000. Okay, fine. Now, what is he asking? Profit. See, opening capital is given 30,000 and closing capital was 40,000. Okay, so profit is equal to closing capital minus opening capital. Okay, so 40,000 minus 30,000. So what will be the answer? 10,000. 10,000 is the profit. So these are the various types of questions which can be seen in exams. Okay, so hope it is very clear what type of questions can be asked in an exam. The next question is, A commenced his cloth business on April 2014 with the capital of 30,000. On 31st March 2015, his assets were 15,000 and liability was 10,000. Find out the closing capital and profit earned. See, closing capital. Closing capital means at the end of the year, what we are left with is known as closing capital. Okay, so see, the closing capital, if the year starts from 1st April 2014, it will obviously end on 31st March 2015. Fine, say this is 1st April. Okay, so it will end on 31st March. Fine, so this is the financial year. Okay, so what it is telling, his assets were 50,000, means at the end asset is 50,000. Okay, and at the end the liability is 10,000. Okay, so he is telling to find out the closing capital. It is very easy. See, at the closing capital means what we have known, asset is equal to liability plus capital. So what we have to find? Capital. So asset minus liability. So asset minus liability, 50,000 minus 10,000 is what? 40,000. Okay, so 40,000 is the closing capital. Fine. So closing capital is 40,000. And next, what we have to find? Profit earned. Okay, so profit earned. See, so profit earned means the opening capital. Opening capital was 1 lakh. Okay, and we have found out closing capital 40,000. So what is the profit? So profit will be opening capital minus closing capital. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm very sorry. It's not. It's closing capital. Closing capital minus opening capital. Okay. And the last topic of the accounting equation, that is T-shaped account. Okay. So we will understand what is T-shaped account. Let me draw the performer of T-shaped account. See, this is the letter T. Okay, it looks like T. That's why its name is T-shaped account. Okay. On the left hand side, we record debit items. In short, we can write DR. On the right hand side, we record credit items. We write CR. Okay. Now we will draw the performer, that is particulars amount particulars amount. Fine. So this is the T-shaped account. We record the items of both debit side and credit side. Okay. Now we will understand the rules of debit and credit. We will understand the rules of debit and credit. Okay, just remember the mnemonic. Clear. Okay, just remember this mnemonic. Clear. C stands for capital. C stands for capital. L stands for liabilities. E stands for expenses, or you can say losses. losses. A stands for assets. R stands for revenue or gains. Okay, just remember this mnemonic. Hope it is not very hard to remember this clear word. Okay, write or note it down on your note copy. Clear. C for capital, L for liabilities, E for expenses, A for assets, and R for revenue. Okay. Now we will understand the rules of this clear mnemonics. Okay. See, this expenses and assets. Okay, expenses and assets have the same nature of recording. Okay, I D. I will explain you what is I and D. Okay. Now this C L R D I. Okay. See, I have explained you this is the T-shape account. In this side debit, left side we record debit. On right hand side we record credit items. Okay. See, what I am trying to say is whenever expense will increase, whenever the expense will increase, we will record it on debit side. Okay, this I denotes debit and this D is right hand side, that is credit. Okay, just note it down here. This is debit. Just for simplicity I am making you understand this is debit and this is credit. In the same way you can note here also debit, credit, just for simplicity, just for understanding. Okay, so expenses, if there will be increase in expense we will debit those items. Okay, and if there is decrease in expenses we will expenses decrease, then we will credit it. Fine. In the same way assets increases we will show on the debit side, and if assets decreases we will show on the credit side. Fine. Now capital, if capital decreases we will show on the debit side. Fine. Capital increases we will show on the credit side. Liabilities decreases on debit side. If liabilities increases we will show on credit side. And the last is revenue. If revenue decreases we will show on debit side. If revenue increases we will show on credit side. Fine. Just take a screenshot of this or just note it down on your note copy. It is very helpful for your understanding and keep remembering the mnemonics. Okay. So to make it more clear and more transparent, we will understand this mnemonic with the help of an example. Okay. Take a screenshot of this. Okay, fine. Let's move to the next one. See, let me take an example. Rohan started a business for cash 50,000. Okay. So first we will analyze this transaction. See, Rohan is bringing cash. Okay, so cash, he is bringing cash. Cash is increasing by 50,000. 50,000. Fine. And if Rohan, what I have told, any amount which is brought by the owner to start a business is known as capital. So what will be the capital here? Capital will also 50,000. So capital is also increasing. Okay. So what we'll see, this cash is asset. First make it clear from the 5 mnemonics which of the mnemonic work here. Okay. Just remember this mnemonic. With this only we will solve all the accounting problems in this accounting chapter, or you can say in the whole accounts. Base is this only. Clear? Okay. See, the cash is capital? No. Cash is liability? No. Cash is expense? Never. A, assets. Cash is an assets. Okay. Cash is an assets. The capital, by the C only, it is very clear that it is a capital. Okay. Now see, what is the rule for asset? What was the rule for asset? Just remember this. I, D. What was the rule for asset? See, if asset is increasing, see here asset is increasing, right? So if we draw an asset account, it is cash account. Okay. So what we will show, see, cash is increasing by 50,000. If asset will increase, where it will be shown? On the debit side. This is debit side. This is credit side. Okay. So we will show on the debit side. Fine. Are you getting me? 50,000. Okay. In the same way, if we draw capital account, okay. So now what is the rule for capital account? DI. Okay. So here the capital is also increasing. Okay. So when the capital will increase, where we will show? On the credit side. This is credit. This is debit. We will show on the credit side. 15,000. Fine. This is debit. This is credit. I have drawn this line just to differentiate between debit and credit. Left hand side debit, right hand side credit. In the same way, this is also the differentiation of debit and credit. This one debit, this one credit. Okay. Hope this example is very clear to you. Now we'll move to the next transaction. Okay. Paid the monthly rent of rupees 2,500 in cash. Okay. So now what we will see? See, we are paying rent. Okay. We are paying rent. So first write here clear. Okay. Now analyze which of the items follow between this. Either it is capital, no. It is a liability, no. It is an expense. Okay. So rent is an expense. Fine. Now we are paying in cash. So the other item will be cash. So cash is an assets. Okay. Fine. Now see, what is the rule of expense? Again, write it here. The starting 2 to 3 transactions, you will need to write all this. After that, you will be very used to, and you will not need to write this clear every time. I am just writing here to make you understand and making you remembering this mnemonic. Okay. See, E, again I and D. Okay. See. If expense will increase, we will show on debit side. So This is rent account. Okay, this is T shape, debit, credit, and this is cash account. Again T shape. This is debit. This is credit. Okay, fine. Now, see, rent expense. So expense is increasing because we are paying now. Are you getting me? So the payment of rent is an expense which decreases the capital, because as I have told you, the rule of accounting equation, whenever there will be expense, we will deduct from capital. So capital is reducing here. Okay. So reducing here, fine. Capital is reduced. Are you getting me? Capital is reduced and we are paying the rent, which is an expense. Expense is increasing. So if it will increase an expense, we will show on the debit side. Fine. So cash, we are paying through cash. So cash is automatically reduced because we are just taking out the cash from our pocket and we are giving 2500. So cash has been reduced from my pocket. Okay. So if cash will reduce, so where we will show? On the credit side. Fine. See, if I and D. Okay. So rent is increasing, so we will show on debit side. Okay. This is the debit side. If cash is decreasing, we will show on the credit side, because see, decreasing. This is the sign of decreasing. This is the sign of increasing. I'm just making you clear. Okay. So this example is also very clear. Okay. So this was the overall the chapter of accounting equation. Hope my video has made your concept very clear. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. Keep watching, keep learning. Bye bye and have a nice day.